Hey guys, today we're playing Tank Company, and this time we're taking out the AMX 50B. I'm playing completely solo this game, and honestly, this tank can be really difficult to play when you don't have anyone supporting you. The main thing with the 50B is obviously the autoloader. You have a huge amount of potential damage in one magazine, but if you waste your shots, you can be completely useless for the next few seconds. This was actually a really good game for me, so let's see how it goes. I think the AMX 50B is one of those tanks where positioning is basically everything. You have really good mobility for a heavy tank, so you can actually change flanks and get into unexpected positions. But the armor is obviously not something you can rely on. You can't just drive into the enemy team and expect to survive. The autoloader is where this tank really becomes dangerous. If you catch an isolated tank, you could basically delete it before it has a chance to react. But you have to be careful, because once you empty the magazine, you're basically a free target. And here, that's exactly where I wanted to be. I managed to clip the Sheridan and the Chinese wheeled tank, and that's exactly what you want to do with the 50B. Find isolated targets, dump your entire magazine into them, and then get back into cover. We're fully reloaded now, and here comes the Chitillion. I took a hit there because of a little misplay with the T58, but we're still fine. We managed to take him out with one shell left. I tried to put the last shot into the E100, but unfortunately, it bounced. Now we're reloading again, so I'm just going to look for some other targets and see where we can get the next magazine in. I think the AMX 50B can actually be a really good option if you want to play with more advanced tactics, especially in a three-man platoon. You can do some really interesting things with the autoloaders. You can coordinate your magazines, focus the same target, and basically remove tanks from the game before they even have a chance to react. A T58 just showed up. It can be a really dangerous tank, but since it's a bot, we should be able to take care of it pretty easily. He's in a pretty bad position here, so I'm just going to take the shots while I have the chance. 3 shots and he's gone. We fortunately managed to set him on fire, which killed him. And now let's get one more shot into the Chinese light tank. There's basically nothing left here, so staying here would just waste time. I'm going to push forward and try to find some new targets for the next magazine. I also see an E100 just sitting there, probably AFK. We're reloading now, so I just have to wait here for a little bit. It's one of the most painful parts of playing the 50B, except for the armor, but it's not that hard to get used to. And now we're farming the light tanks. I get a few more shots into them, and even though one shot bounces off the Sheridan, I manage to finish him off with the next one. While we're waiting for the reload, there's not really much else to do here. This is one of the things you have to get used to with the 50B. You need to plan your magazines ahead and always think about what you're going to do during the reload. If you waste the whole magazine, you can be out of the fight for quite a while. Now we're going to circle around and farm that E20. If he's just standing there, and we can clearly see it's a real player because he has 2 marks. Honestly, I don't think this kind of behavior is okay. You shouldn't go AFK in the middle of a battle, no matter what the reason is. It just ruins the game for everyone else. We're just going to wait for the reload and then put the next 4 shots into him. Okay, reload now. And honestly, this is where the 50B can feel a little slow. You have a lot of damage potential, but you also have to spend quite a lot of time waiting for the next magazine. That's why positioning is so important. If you're caught in the open during the reload, you can lose a lot of HP for basically nothing. The reload is almost done now, so let's get ready for the next magazine. We've got the E100 right in front of us, so I'm going to put the next 4 shots straight into him. Three shots were enough to finish him, so now we'll try to put one more shot into something else. And there is Patton. Penning him isn't any challenge for us. Now we've run out of standard rounds, so we have to switch to gold ammo. Yeah, it has lower alpha damage here, but in return we get much better penetration, which should help against the tougher targets. Then we're going straight to help our E100. I know I might take some damage here, but if I can take out the enemy player and the Chinese wheeled tank, it'll be worth it. Since I'm on reload, I'm going to take a more indirect route so I have enough time to reload safely. There's no point rushing in while the gun is still empty. Our E100 got killed, but we can still put some shots into their E100 while keeping an eye on what their wheeled tank is doing. Easy 4 shots into the E100, and now we're reloading again. I'm going to pull back a little bit so I don't risk getting rushed by their wheeled tank. Now he's been spotted, and I know taking him out is the most important thing right now, so let's just rush him. I know it's stupid to just rush in like that, but sometimes the risk is worth it, especially if taking him out can secure the game. He's dead, so now we can focus on the E100 and take care of him. The first shot tracks him, and then we get another one in for damage. Now we're reloading again, but this time we're out in the open. Luckily, the E100 is a bot, so there's not really much he can do. Sometimes, even a simple train platform is enough to completely block a bot from shooting you. I made a bit of a mistake by going up here because he managed to get a shot into me. I could have just kept going around instead, which would have been the safer play. But now we can just put the next shots into him and finish him off. And now there's just one last patent left, sitting on around 200 HP. We're going for him now, and we should be able to finish him off pretty easily. And that's the game. A really nice solo battle in the AMX 50B, finishing with around 12,000 damage. I'm really happy with how that one went, especially considering we were playing solo. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.